Hey YouTube, welcome back to Clooney Garage. It's Fred here. Today we're going to get this truck on the road, or in the paddock at least anyway. The first thing we have to do is get these wheels back on, restore them first. Stick with us, it's going to be a great episode. She's a duck's guts. So for those of you who haven't seen it, this is a C1600 International Harvester truck. It's got a 5.7 litre V8 in it that we put in. It doesn't have a tray yet, and we're restoring the whole back end. We've done the wheel hubs. We've now picked up ourselves some brand new tyres. And we've fitted them to our old wheels. So we cannot put them all looking like that. And they're inside out tyres, you can switch them around. And they're dually, so two on each side. So what we have to do is get the rest of this rust scale off, get them all prepared for painting, paint them, and chuck them back on. And then this weekend, this truck is moving out of the garage, out into the paddock. Let's get going. Tools of trade for this little operation are our beautiful little grinder. We've got some grinding flappy discs here. I normally use Brumby Josco discs, but we've had to use these ones, they ran out of them. And we'll just work our way around this wheel, get all that rust and scale off, get it back to bare metal, a little bit like on this side. Looking like that. And then we'll have a nice, we'll mask all the tyre up obviously and then get it ready for painting. So I had a couple of choices for tyres when I looked at these. These are an 8.25 by 20, so they're a massive tyre. So we've ended up getting, they're called O Greens. Now, they're about probably half the price of the Bridgestones and so on, but they've got a massive, tread pattern on them. And I don't really care about performance or anything on these. These are just to go on the back of the truck and have a load, and it's only for the paddock too. This truck is not road registered, it won't be either, it's purely just a farm truck. So I just wanted something that would actually, hold a bit of a load. I wasn't too worried about that. And look, these will do the job. They may not look the best, but they were still like $350 each from memory, or $380 I think. So they're not dirt cheap, and they're not a retread. So anyway, enough of that, let's get on to the restoration. Oh, a bit of dust in the air here at Clooney Garage. Back to the live action here. So those wheels are coming up pretty nice, getting all the rust and scale off them. And I actually already had done that one, but I'm going to finish him up a little bit because he's not quite right. But anyway, it's a big job here, breathing in dust and all sorts of things. But anyway, not much else to do outside. It's pretty bad. I had a massive thunderstorm, more hail last night, so we had to get all the cars in, including the Nuggets. But I'm going to keep going, flip these wheels over, and show you how the other side looks. All right. We are getting there. Aren't we, Charlie? Charlie! A bit deaf, that Cavalier. Alright, we're getting these cleaned up as best we can. And I'm going to get some wax and grease onto them, blow them out with the air compressor, and then tape them up. And we are nearly ready to start painting. But I've got to move Frankie's GT out of the way, get the Gets out, and cover up the Honda. So our first coat is on. I'm going with a painter and primer combination here. I'll make White Knight from Bunnings. We haven't bothered taping the rubber on these ones because all these guys face on the inside. It's the concave side of the wheel that faces on the outside, and we'll definitely tape that side up. But this is called a flat black, so we didn't want to go with a gloss or anything. But for a first coat and prime him up, that is looking good. So we'll wait another 10 minutes and get the next coat on. And that is if a certain Cavalier won't step. No, Johnny, no. Flipped our wheels over. We've started to paint the insides. We are getting there. So we started off with that primer and the flat. Now we're going over some matte as well. So they're looking pretty good. We're going to keep going. Probably put 2 or 3 more coats on. Then get it back on the truck. Okay, so our painting is complete. And that doesn't look too bad. Mackenzie! Are you happy with that? Good girl. All right, that one's done as well. This one's done. So that just means we've got to lube up with some WD-40 these wheel studs, because they've got a two-part series to them, these things. I may have shown that in a previous video. Got the inner sleeves and then the outer nuts. So we'll get them all sorted, and they're directional as well. So we'll get them on in a second. And we are done. New wheels and tyres are on. Looks a bit like a tank at the back here. Let's have a look. They look beautiful. All right. So next step. Got to jack up underneath the diff. Get this truck up in the air. Put it on the ground. And then probably tomorrow I'll drive it. It's got the old C-Tech going here too. Keep charging that battery so we can start the truck up tomorrow. All right. I tell you what, lifting these tyres and wheels by yourself, you end up being a bit like Arnold Schwarzenegger. They are so heavy. Probably, you know, over 40 kilos each, trying to get them on. But they are on, and I'm happy with that, so that's good. All right, let's get this jack off the diff. All right, I hope you enjoyed our episode today. It's been a massive job. I mean, those old tyres and wheels, you know, those tyres from like the 70s or 80s or something like that, Olympic Trojans and Bridgestone, God knows whatevers. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to start up the truck, get it going, and let you guys hear and see it. But it's been a big day here. I don't think I'll be taking on that job myself again alone in the future. But on that note, don't do it for Dale, do it for Brocky. Catch you later.